Carol Creighton Burnett, born April 26, 1933, is an American actor, comedian, singer and writer, whose career spans 6 decades of television. She is best known for her long-running TV variety show, The Carol Burnett Show, originally aired on CBS. She has achieved success on stage, television and film in varying genres including dramatic and comedy roles. She has also appeared on various talk shows and as a panelist on game shows. Born in San Antonio, Texas, Burnett moved with her grandmother to Hollywood, where she attended Hollywood High School and eventually studied theater and musical comedy at UCLA. Later she performed in nightclubs in New York City and had a breakout success on Broadway in 1959 in Once Upon a Mattress, for which she received a Tony Award nomination. She soon made her television debut, regularly appearing on The Gary Moore Show for the next 3 years, and won her first Emmy Award in 1962. Burnett had her television special debut in 1963 when she starred as Calamity Jane in the Dallas State Fair musical's production of Calamity Jane on CBS. Burnett moved to Los Angeles, California, and began an 11-year run as star of The Carol Burnett Show on CBS television from 1967 to 1978. With its vaudeville roots, The Carol Burnett Show was a variety show that combined comedy sketches with song and dance. The comedy sketches included film parodies and character pieces. Burnett created many memorable characters during the show's run, and both she and the show won numerous Emmy and Golden Globe awards. During and after her variety show, Burnett appeared in many television and film projects. Her film roles include Pete and Tilly, 1972, The Front Page, 1974, The Four Seasons, 1981, Annie, 1982, Noises Off, 1992, and Horton Hears a Who, 2008. On television, she has appeared in other sketch shows, in dramatic roles in Six RMS Revue, 1974, and Friendly Fire, 1979, in various well-regarded guest roles, such as in Mad About You, for which she won an Emmy Award, and in specials with Julie Andrews, Dolly Parton, Beverly Sills, and others. She returned to the Broadway stage in 1995 in Moon Over Buffalo, for which she was again nominated for a Tony Award. Burnett was born in San Antonio, Texas, on April 26, 1933, the daughter of Ina Louise, née Creighton, a publicity writer for movie studios, and Joseph Thomas Burnett, a movie theater manager. Both of her parents were alcoholics, and at a young age, she was left with her grandmother, Mabel Eudora White. Burnett's parents divorced in the late 1930s, and she and her grandmother moved to an apartment near Burnett's mother's in an impoverished area of Hollywood, California. There they stayed in a boarding house with Burnett's younger half-sister Chrissy. When Burnett was in 2nd grade, she briefly invented an imaginary twin sister named Karen, with Shirley Temple-like dimples. Motivated to further the pretense, Burnett fondly recalls that she fooled the other boarders in the rooming house where we lived by frantically switching clothes and dashing in and out of the house by the fire escape and the front door. Then I became exhausted and Karen mysteriously vanished. For a while, she worked as an usherette at what is now the Hollywood Pacific Theater, the forecourt of which is now the location of her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. See the section in the theater's article for more information. After graduating from Hollywood High School in 1951, Burnett received an anonymous envelope containing $50 for 1 year's tuition at UCLA, where she initially planned on studying journalism. During her first year of college, Burnett switched her focus to theater arts and English, with the goal of becoming a playwright. She found she had to take an acting course to enter the playwright program. I wasn't really ready to do the acting thing, but I had no choice. She followed a sudden impulse in her first performance. Don't ask me why, but when we were in front of the audience, I suddenly decided I was going to stretch out all my words and my first line came out, I'm back. 11. The audience response moved her deeply. They laughed and it felt great. All of a sudden, after so much coldness and emptiness in my life, I knew the sensation of all that warmth wrapping around me. I had always been a quiet, shy, sad sort of girl and then everything changed for me. You spend the rest of your life hoping you'll hear a laugh that great again. During this time, Burnett performed in several university productions, garnering recognition for her comedic and musical abilities. Her mother disapproved of her acting ambitions. She wanted me to be a writer. She said you can always write, no matter what you look like. When I was growing up she told me to be a little lady, and a couple of times I got a whack for crossing my eyes or making funny faces. Of course, I never dreamed I would ever perform. The young Burnett, always insecure about her looks, responded many years afterward to her mother's advice, you can always write, "No matter what you look like," in Burnett's memoir One More Time, 1986, noting, "God, that hurt." During her senior year at UCLA in 1954, a professor invited Burnett and some other students to perform at a party in place of their class final that had been cancelled, which required a performance in front of an audience. Afterwards, a man and his wife approached Burnett while Carol was stuffing cookies in her purse to take home to her grandmother. Instead of reprimanding her, the man complimented Burnett's performance and asked about her future plans. When he learned that Burnett wished to travel to New York in order to try her luck in musical comedy but couldn't afford the trip, right then and there he offered Carol and her boyfriend Don Saroyan each a $1,000 interest-free loan. His conditions were simply that the loans were to be repaid within 5 years, his name was never to be revealed, and if she achieved success, she would help other aspiring talents to pursue their artistic dreams. Burnett took him up on his offer. She and Saroyan left college and moved to New York to pursue acting careers. That same year, Burnett's father died of causes related to his alcoholism. Burnett married her college sweetheart Don Saroyan on December 15, 1955. They divorced in 1962. On May 4, 1963, Burnett married TV producer Joe Hamilton, a divorced father of 8, who had produced her 1962 Carnegie Hall concert and would produce The Carol Burnett Show, among other projects. The couple had 3 daughters. Carrie Hamilton, born December 5, 1963, died January 20, 2002, at age 38, of lung and brain cancer. She was an actress and singer. Jody Hamilton, born January 18, 1967, age 50. Erin Hamilton, born August 14, 1968, age 49. She is a singer. Their marriage ended in divorce in 1984, and Hamilton died of cancer in 1991. On November 24, 2001, Burnett married Brian Miller, principal drummer in and contractor of the Hollywood Bowl Orchestra, who is 23 years her junior. Burnett was good friends with the late Lucille Ball, Beverly Sills, and Jim Nabors, and remains good friends with Julie Andrews and Betty White. She is the acting mentor to her protege Vicki Lawrence. They share a close friendship, as noted by Lawrence in a testimonial speech during her appearance at Burnett's 2013 Mark Twain Award in Washington, D.C., recorded and broadcast on PBS television.